Welcome in the head basketball coach of BYU, Mark Pope, to BYU Sports Nation. Coach, does conference realignment interest you at all? Or are you so focused on basketball right now that you don't have time to think about football and all that stuff?
No. Listen, first of all, how much do you guys love conference realignment? Think about how many hours you spent over the last 8 years talking conference realignment on Sports Nation. It's like it's the gift that keeps on giving.
That's right. That's right.
We open up the boxes and nothing's there, though. That's the problem. We need to find a present.
It's almost going to be sad when it happens, because then you're not going to be able to talk about it anymore.
That is true. Like a large portion of our topics would go away once we actually get in.
It's a great point brought up by Coach Pope. Hey, also, your professional alma mater, one of them, the Milwaukee Bucks, an incredible run, small market, NBA Finals. Elijah Bryant gets a ring. Sam Merrill, Utah State. How cool is all that?
Who's going to win it? The Bucks. The Bucks. You guys don't know that because that's from like 20 years ago. But, man, how great is this? So not only – listen, think about this. Not only Sam Merrill – and, of course, the great BYU alum, Elijah Bryant, who's putting together just an epic career for himself. But also, I mean, we got a lot of connections there. Craig Manning does some work for the Bucks. BYU great. Mike Davey is the head strength coach there, and he's a member of Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, is doing an unbelievable job. Training the guys over there. There's a lot of connections with the Bucks and BYU. So it was a great day for sure.
Coach, did you and Coach Feger and T-John Lucas, did you take it easy on Alex Barcelo, who we know is from the Phoenix area and a Suns fan?
No, first of all, we're all decked out in fan paraphernalia, in fan gear. And Alex, a devout, apparently fan of the Suns, brought nothing to the table. Nothing. And then he had a bunch of, he was a little torn up. I'm not going to lie. He was a little torn up yesterday showing up to workouts. There's no doubt about it.
It happens. It's part of being a fan for sure. I can tell you this much. BYU fans collectively are understandably excited about Alex Barcelo deciding to come back and the addition of T-John Lucas. And while we can't mention certain other names that haven't been officially announced by the university, the roster continues to change. Coach, how would you assess your overall team right now going into year 3 as the man in charge of BYU basketball?
Guys, I am so excited because finally, this Caleb Lohner has just owned. Sorry, guys.
All good.
Has just owned the landscape of best dressed on the team, the most swag, the most style. Like, he's put everyone else to shame. But enter into the equation T-John Lucas, okay? So this T-John Lucas, we had a team golfing event a couple weeks ago. This dude came in like some cross between Tiger Woods and Jack Nicklaus on the golf course. He rolled in. In fact, he inspired the jersey breakout the other day because he rolled in like head to toe swagged out Bucks gear.
Yes.
So you talk about things I'm excited about this season. Caleb Lohner, watch your back.
I love it. Mark Pope with us on BYU Sports Nation. Okay, let's talk about the roster as much as we can. Chris Burgess, one of your fabulous assistant coaches, joined us a few weeks back and said, look, we're trying to be a top 25 team year in and year out. We make no bones about, scouring the transfer portal. BYU has found great success again, led by you and your coaching staff in getting some key players. He's like, we want to be a top 25 team. Heck, we want to be a top 10 team. Coach, right now, as the roster is currently constituted, do you feel like you have a top 25 squad?
Who knows? I mean, come on, guys, we're in July, right? So I do think we have a bunch of guys, some pieces that fit together in a really interesting way. I think that this group is growing into a group that is willing to fight for each other and commit to each other. And I do know that Tom has told me that the first year we finished not in the top 25, my career here will be over. So, I don't know if we can do it, but we better do it, boys, or it's going to be my last Sports Nation appearance.
Well, you do get to go to Hawaii. You get to go to the Diamond Head Classic, and that's always fun. And not only that, but you guys right now are looked at as maybe the team to beat in that Diamond Head Classic. What are your thoughts on going over there? You get to play in some really cool tournaments throughout the year. This is certainly one I know you guys are looking forward to.
Yeah, we love this MTE. It's really exciting. We get to go Maui over Thanksgiving, and listen, Maui is such an incredible experience. And then we get to follow up a couple years later with Diamond Head over Christmas. And so we're really excited. The field is incredibly competitive. It's not the biggest names in all of basketball, but it's all these. You take a team like Liberty, right, who is just been unbelievable the last 3 years in terms of winning and losing and taking on every single opponent. And they might not be a national name, but in the world of basketball, we know that they're a top 50 team that's going to be a problem, right? And the field is full of teams like that. So we're incredibly excited. It comes with all kinds of challenges. We get to start with South Florida, which is interesting. I'm going to test your guys' trivia.
Okay.
Can you tell me why South Florida is an interesting opponent for us BYU Cougars and me personally?
Why South Florida? You personally?
Yeah, you personally.
You guys are supposed to be the trivia masters. Bring it.
Jason?
For him, that was the curveball. I thought maybe he was just saying because football plays South Florida this year, and it was a nice tie-in that both teams get to face the same team. But when he threw in, Coach, the personal part of it, I don't.
Okay, were you recruited by South Florida? Did you commit to them or something out of high school?
I can't wait to see Coach Sataki and the BYU Cougar football team roll out and just trounce South Florida. I'm so excited about that. But this is only interesting to me. So I was literally my team at Utah Valley, we went and we lost to South Florida in the CBI. I jumped on a plane early in the morning, and that was the day that Coach to return. I was actually going to another deal, and that was the day that Coach retired. So that was my last experience with South Florida. It was an L. We got to fix that this time.
Wow. Okay, so Vengeance Tour for football and for you in a strange way for basketball. I like this. The BYU Vengeance Tour against the USF Bulls. Okay, we want to know who BYU is going to play, obviously, and see the full conference slate and the schedule and non-conference. When do you anticipate that will be officially announced?
I'm going to wait until there's just until we just can't wait any longer. You guys speculate on the potential schedule until you've talked it to death, and then we'll break it out. We're actually super excited about the schedule. It's way too hard. It's terrifying, but we got great teams on the schedule. The non-conference schedule is going to be really, really good. We're hopefully going to be able to finish it up in the next couple of weeks.
Awesome.
I say that might be super optimistic, but that's the hope.
Okay, one more bonus question. Which returning player are we not talking about right now, but we will be talking about by the end of this basketball season?
No, man, that's a great question. So, listen, I got a bunch of guys. So, I think Trevin Nell comes up because he was the #1 3-point shooter in the West Coast Conference. So he's going to be in the mix. I think Richard Harward comes up. He's going to step into a new, incredibly important role for him this year, and he's racing towards being prepared to do that. I think a name that could come up is Hunter Erickson. I don't know if you guys are talking about him, but he's putting together a great summer, and he's a terrific young player. I think he has a chance to be really special. I think all the other guys you guys are talking about a lot. So. But we got a bunch of guys that are competing really hard to try and see if we can take the next step in our evolution basketball program.
Maybe it's Gavin Baxter too. He's an intriguing character there.
Is anybody not talking about Gavin Baxter? I mean, come on. This guy, he's got all the, he's worked so hard this summer. You're not even going to recognize his body. My gosh.
Okay.
he looks unbelievable, and he's still working really, really hard at getting to a full go. We're hoping to take some strides in the next 3 weeks with actually getting him on the court in some really limited full speed, full contact, limited range stuff. And hopefully, when we roll in here September 1st, he's going to be full go.
Awesome. Coach, so great to catch up with you. We appreciate the good times, the laughs, the insight, and can't wait for an exciting basketball season.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all.
You got
Thanks,
it.
Coach.
BYU basketball head coach Mark Pope with us on BYU Sports Nation. He never disappoints, Jason.